Will never let it be said that I don't listen to my subscribers. Hello everybody, it's me, GhostCritic. It's a Thursday, it's the very first retro comic rewind, and I've kind of changed this a little bit. Thank you to Matt, Wednesday Serial, who kind of offered this suggestion. I think he was a little bit upset that you weren't allowed to make any requests for this segment of the week. And so, because I didn't want people just throwing titles at me that I don't necessarily get anyway and them to be disappointed, and I still wanted it to be incredibly random, I decided to go down this path. If you want to join in on the Thursdays and have a completely random issue picked out that you've chosen, this is what you have to do. You firstly have to comment about this video in the comment box below, and then pick a letter between A to Z, obviously. But don't pick Q. Just don't, because I know, don't ask. Don't go, why haven't you got this? But I don't have any comics beginning with the letter Q. Once I've got that letter, I will then ask you for a number between 1 and however many issues I have of that particular letter. Then I'll go to the boxes, pick it out, and that will be next week's video. So because Matt made the suggestion, I got him to pick the first letter and the first number. And as you can see from the title up there, you will see that this week we're talking about Hellspawn, in particular issue 15 from Image. This came out back in February of 2003. Hellspawn was a spin-off of the still ongoing popular Image title Spawn, created by Todd McFarlane. But on this spin-off, the writing duties went to Steve Niles and the artwork by Ben Templesmith, which, you know, you put those two names together and you know you're going to get a darker, more visceral, I hate to use the word, I mean it nicely, uglier, and certainly more violent version than you are used to. This particular issue is part 3 of the Hell World storyline. What has happened is that Spawn is on the throne of Hell. He hasn't fully taken on the role of, you know, the ruler of Hell yet. And it is this character called Hell, 1L. So you can see that there. It's her job to make Spawn realise that he is destined to be here, and she's trying all the tricks in her book to make him unleash his full power and force. But Spawn, sitting on the throne of Hell, he feels slightly uncomfortable. He's not comfortable about judging, you know, judge, jury and executioner of the people brought before him, given his own kind of checkered past. Spawn, before he became Spawn, he was Al Simmons. Al Simmons was a kind of government assassin, black ops kind of deal. And obviously had killed a lot of people in his time. And as Spawn, he's done some quite kind of dubious, less than moral things in his time. So Hell throws out her last ditch attempt in, I guess, turning Spawn and making him realise he should be on the throne of Hell. And she brings out one of the vilest, most evil person that Spawn has come across, and that is Billy Kincaid. For those who have read Spawn, they will know the name Billy Kincaid. He was a child killer, introduced very, very early on in the Spawn universe, and he is just the most despicable character. And this just, it pushes Spawn's buttons immediately, and you have this wonderfully drawn scene by Ben Templesmith of Spawn unleashing his full power and basically flaying Billy Kincaid of all flesh bar his face. Hell is just so happy about this. She's finally turned him. He will now become a ruler of Hell, and her plans, you know, she's got her own agenda, there are plans afoot, and this is just an extra step close to getting what she's truly after. And this is where we get two kind of like peripheral characters come in to kind of uncover this subterfuge. We have the young girl Eden, who committed suicide after Spawn helped her get rid of her abusive, violent boyfriend. And also Scary Larry, who shows Hell for who she really is and what she is really up to. A huge big cliffhanger at the end of this, where we find out why Hell wants Spawn on the throne, who she was kind of with before she met Spawn. And we are just ready for the kind of the big battle royale between Spawn and Hell. If you love the artwork on 10 Grand when Ben Templesmith on it, you will love this as well. I mean, the pairing of Steel Niles and Ben Templesmith, they go hand in hand so many times. I think they both worked with each other on 30 Days of Night. I think there was a title called Singularity 7 which came out on Image. I think they both worked on that title. They are just the perfect pairing for that kind of really dark, ugly art. And I do mean that in the best possible way. It's just, it was nice to go back to Hellspawn. Has always been a popular character for me, despite not picking anything up. I know his history has changed somewhat since I last picked a Spawnish up. We even have a new Spawn, I believe, at the moment. But it was just a great spin-off title, which kind of dealt with the even darker side of Spawn. So there we go. First retro comic review in the bag. Hope you enjoyed that. So if you want your comic picked out next, give me a letter between A and Z, and then I will reply again with a number that I need from you. Thank you all for watching. Till tomorrow. Goodbye.